Hi, I'm Katie Calkin, Community Health Educator and Group Exercise Instructor with Piedmont Athens Regional. Today we're going to do a band workout for strength training. First, let's warm up, starting with a small march. Just letting our body know that we're going to do some work here. Just asking our heart to put out a little bit more blood so that when we put a demand on our muscles, we are ready for it. So make your knees come a little higher, arms get a little bigger. We'll do a couple things on the floor, so you may want a mat or towel for padding, and you can put on your favorite energizing music if you'd like. Let's make this just a little bit faster. Take it out wide, bring it back in, and then let's grab our band. I'm using a real simple band that comes on a roll that can be cut to any size, but there are bands that have nice handles on the end, and there are all types of resistance. So start with one that's marked easy, and then you can build back up. We'll start with one foot under the band, hanging onto each end. Let's bring our shoulders up, back, relax them down, let your shoulder blades be heavy, and let your shoulder blades stay in that position. Palms face forward, and we'll bring the arms up and down. So hinging at the elbows here, working the biceps in the front of the arm. If you want it easier, you can let out tension in your band. If you want it harder, grab closer to your feet. You can also make this harder by putting both feet on the band, and you can work up to spreading your feet wide. So you have a lot of options to progress here. I'm just going to turn to the side so that you can see that only my elbows are hinging. Common mistake I'm going to do here is sway the whole body back. If you find yourself doing that, then ease up on the resistance so that you are just using the biceps in the front of the upper arm. All right, last two here. Last one. As we get to the end of an exercise, it should be harder, but you should still be able to do it with good form. Opposing muscle to the bicep is the tricep on the back of the arm. So we're going to hang on with one hand, put that hand at the chest, and then grab onto the band with the other hand and extend it long here. So triceps, extend at the elbow joint, make the arm go straight. Common mistake here is to bring the whole shoulder back. So check out that just my elbows hinging here. So I'm holding it steady with one arm and then squeezing through the back of the other arm to straighten the arm. And of course you can adjust the tension anytime. All right, let's switch. Extending the opposite arm. Hands closer together, make it harder. Hands further apart on the band, makes it easier. If you're not sure, check in the mirror, make sure that you look like me, that just your elbows hinging. Everything else is steady. We're breathing as we exercise. Good exhale as you do the work. So here as you extend the arm can help power your movements. All right, we're going to get the upper back muscles next. So hang onto your band. Arms extended in front of you, palms are down, and we're going to open, bring the band to the chest, arms come out to each side, and then squeeze shoulder blades together at the back. So hands further apart, make it easier. Hands closer together on the band, make it harder, so find a good resistance for you. You want to do 10, 12, 15 repetitions each time. So you want us to be getting harder at the end, but you can still do it with really safe, good form. So squeeze those shoulder blades together at the back like you're pinching a pencil between your shoulder blades. All right, good exhale as you squeeze. Last couple here. Fantastic. Opposing muscles to the upper back are the pecs and the chest. So super easy way to start is to put the band behind your back, under your shoulder blades, and then bring forward. So this is a good way to start getting this range of motion, getting your body used to it. You can progress this by doing wall push-ups. So I'm going to move to the wall, hands just a little wider than the shoulders, feet away from the wall, and I lower as one piece to the wall. Feet are closer, it's easier. Feet are more away at an angle, it's harder. And then you can progress to the floor over time. So hands are a little bit wider than the shoulders. I'm on my knees, I come down as one piece, and I come up. So knees to the crown of the head is one piece. So wherever you are, do 6 more. Here's 6, and 5, here's 4, and 3, and 2, last one. All right, we're going to be standing to work our shoulders. So we're going to put the band under one foot, and then we'll bring it up to the side with our hand. So just coming to shoulder height here. If you can go higher than the shoulder, then make it tighter by holding on closer to your foot. So we want to keep the elbow below the shoulder, just being really good to our shoulder joint here. So working the lateral, the side deltoid here. Good exhale can help you power it back up. Nice, couple more like this. And then we'll bring it out to the front. Thumb is up here. So working the front, head of the deltoid here. Shoulder blades are relaxed down the back, lots of space between the ears and the shoulders. Belly's engaged just a little bit, but not pulled in super tight. Chest is breathing. All right, let's switch sides, and we'll start going out to the side, so adjust the tension so that you can come to shoulder height, so that is a challenging range of motion. Palm is down here. If it feels better to your shoulder, you can go ahead and put your thumb up. The palm is down if that's comfortable. Good exhales, keeping your elbow lower than your shoulder. All right, a couple more like this. And then we'll bring it out to the front, and now our thumb is up here. Check in, shoulder blades snug down the back, neck is long. A little softness in the knees. You never want to lock your knees as we're exercising. All right, last couple. Very good. We're going to hold on to the band with both hands. And if this is okay with your shoulders, we'll bring your hands up. My hands are wider than my head, so I'm going to come down here so you can see. So my hands are wider than my shoulders. And we're going to squeeze, bring it down. So we're squeezing through the lats, big muscles on the back. They come under the armpits, so you feel that squeeze under the armpits. They power the arms down. Nice squeeze, hands closer together, makes it harder. Hands further apart, makes it easier. So you're going up and down, and you're making the band wider, and then letting the band go back to starting position. So it's down and open, up and close. Shoulder blades stay snug down the back. So distance between the shoulders and ears stays the same the whole time. This isn't cool with your shoulders, just skip it. If having your arms overhead pinches your shoulder joints, you can skip this exercise. All right, last couple for these powerful lats. Nice. All right, so we have worked the major opposing muscles for the upper body. So let's work the lower body with some squats. You can do this with or without the band. You're going to get your feet wide, and if you're using the band, you can bring your hands to your hips, or you can bring palms forward and hands come to the shoulders. We come down and up, so you can adjust the resistance of the band so that you just have a little bit more to pull up against. I'm going to turn to the side and show you a common mistake is for knees and hips to come forward like this. You want to keep the rear back. So it's like, I'm going to sit in this chair, never mind. I'm going to sit down, never mind. And if you want to have a chair there, just for safety, you can have it, or just to help remind you to stick the rear back. You can do that. Or you can have a chair out front for balance as you get better at this. So you can see sternums lifted. We're hinging from the hips, but not rounding out the back. Squeezing up, powerful legs, glutes in the rear. for this powerhouse muscles. Excellent. Let's drop our band here. Bring your feet back under your hips. And we're going to come up on our toes, lower with control. Come up, lower with control. So a little contraction of the belly, softness in the knees. And we're just lowering just a little slower than gravity wants us to, working the calf muscles. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. All right, that's a good set for our lower body. So just checking in with the core, 3 things. One is crunches. So you can come to a mat or a towel, roll down safely, fingertips behind the head, belly's pulled tightly in like you're putting on a tight pair of jeans, and then a forceful exhale like you're bringing the sides of your body in, and then we crunch up. So rising up through the chest like there was a string pulling your sternum up, your head, your neck's following along the movement of the chest, elbows out to the side, just creating a little support for the weight of the head, but not yanking on the head. Low back is pressed against the mat. No movement of breathing in the belly. Chest is breathing. I'm exhaling as I come up to help power myself back up. Let's do 4 more here, and 3, and 2. Last one, opposing muscles for the abs are on the low back. So let's roll to our belly, pull your belly up tightly like you pull it away from the mat. Forehead's on the mat, arms are by your side. And let's bring our head, chest, and arms up. So holding tightly here, reaching long, so neck is long. And then we'll lower down. Pull the belly up like you can make it move away from the mat. Come on up and hold, fingertips reaching towards the toes. Crown of the head is drawing the neck long in the other direction. You can start out with short holds, and you can work up to longer. Let's lower down here. Relax for a second. Draw the belly in. Come on up. So we're doing a set of longer holds instead of a set with a lot of movements. But you can switch that up. All right, relax down, and then let's put our forearms under our shoulders. Come up on our knees. We're in a half plank here. And we can stay here, drawing the belly up tightly, tightly. Or we can curl the toes under, lift the knees, come into a long line here. So neck is long, shoulder blades down the back's active, chest is wide, collarbones are wide, belly's pulled tightly, tightly in, legs are active. This is our last exercise, and we are at 10 and 9, last 8, you got it. Here's 7, 6, halfway, final 4, there's 3, and 2, last 1. All right, let's come back to standing. So we just did 1 set for all the major opposing muscles. We'll stretch now, or you can go back to the beginning of the video and do 2 or 3 more sets. If you'd like to stretch, let's bend the knees and fold the trunk over, hinging from the hips. And let your chest and belly relax on the legs. Let the weight of the head hang over. You can move your head like you're saying no and yes. Longer, deeper breaths here. And then we'll straighten the legs and bring the hands to the upper thighs. Reach long through the crown of the head. Bend one knee, straighten the other leg. And then switch, bend the other leg, straighten that knee. Go back and forth here. Switching which leg is bent, which leg is straight. And then with some bend in the knee, we'll come on up. You can do this with balance, or you can hang onto a wall, grab the shoelace, the heel of the shoe or pant leg and draw the heel towards the glutes, stretching through the front of the leg and the hip. Open up through the chest here on that same side. So bring that shoulder blade closer to the middle, lengthening through that collarbone. And then we'll switch. So with balance or hanging on to something, grab the pant leg, back of the shoe, shoelaces. If it's more comfortable, you can do this on your side, laying down, so you have options. As we stretch, we're making sure we're taking longer, deeper breaths. All right. We're going to bring our hands together, clasp them together, round out the back, let the chin go towards the chest. Shoulder blades move away from here, letting the muscles of the upper back stretch and lengthen. Muscles in the back of the neck release tension as well. And then we'll open up, bringing the head up, arms out to each side. You can lift through the sternum. You can give a little chin lift if you'd like. Opening through the chest. Rotate the thumbs downward, hard to stretch the biceps. But you can feel it a little bit here with the thumbs downward. And then relax the arms. We're going to bring one arm back like we're patting ourselves on the back. You can push from the front or gentle pull from the back, stretching through the back of the arm. Longer, deeper breaths. So you can do strength training 2 or 3 days a week. Switch arms. You want to make sure that you have at least one recovery day in between. We worked all the major muscle groups today, but you could do legs one day, you could do core one day, you could do arms another day. Relax down. Just make sure you have a recovery day in between working a specific set of muscles. All right, let's take a deep breath in, lifting the arms. Long breath out through the mouth like a sigh. Big breath in, feeling our strength. Long breath out, letting go of tension. Well done doing this overall body strengthening workout. Piedmont Athens Regional wishes you health and wellness. Take good care.